kick. Whoa.
This is a DeLorean, and this is a Lego DeLorean, and we're going to be comparing the two. But first, we need to talk about this DeLorean. Now, this DeLorean is very special, as it is actually my and my dad's DeLorean. My dad bought it, obviously it's not mine, but my dad has bought it, and it's his DeLorean, so it's our family DeLorean. And we've actually done something very, very special and very, very rare. It's the only one in the UK that is fully electric. We have changed it to fully electric. It has a battery in the back and no petrol, no nothing. It has a charger and everything, so it's fully electric and goes up to 130 miles an hour, which is insane for a DeLorean. We've also been invited down to a track to test drive this electric DeLorean, so later on in the video we are going to be taking this around the track and I'm going to be driving, so that's going to be cool. Stay tuned for that. Okay, so here is the two in the flesh. We have the Lego DeLorean on the floor and obviously the real DeLorean in the back, and it looks so similar. They look really well put together. Obviously the Lego DeLorean is based on the Back to the Future car, so it's not going to be the exact same, because obviously the Lego DeLorean has all the different stuff on it which it needed to take it back to the future, but it does look very, very similar, especially the front and the doors and stuff like that. But I will show you everything in detail. So here's how the front of the Lego DeLorean looks, and it's very, very nice and square. Obviously the stuff at the front here is from the Back to the Future film, not actually on the DeLorean, so you won't see that on the main DeLorean. But there's, look at it, nice diagonal windshield there, really cool. And it looks great, really nice and square with the logo on the front there. And here's how the real DeLorean looks, very, very similar to the Lego one. Of course, it doesn't have the stuff at the front, which with like the blue things, but it's similar because it has this kind of bar here, which is also the same. Obviously, we've got the logo, a nice slanted windshield there, and it looks very, very similar. So Lego have done a great job. So here's a look at the front of the Lego DeLorean, and here's a look at the actual DeLorean. Very, very similar, and it looks very clean. So now the back is going to get where it looks a bit different, because yeah, this has got all the stuff that needs to take it back to the future, whereas the actual DeLorean does not. So yeah, it will not look as similar. I mean, it kind of does. The back will do and the side will do, but I'll show you on the real DeLorean. So here's the real DeLorean, and obviously it doesn't have all the jazz that's going on in the back to send it back to the future, but it still does look kind of similar. Obviously I'm talking about the side strips there, where this just doesn't have the window, which is really cool, but it does look awesome with that nice weird panel on the back. It looks awesome. And here's a look at the side of the Lego DeLorean. Excluding all the wires, everything's pretty much similar, and the back, of course, there, everything is pretty much similar. You have the nice front of the wheels and the back wheels, and you also have the door which opens like this with the butterfly, which is exactly what the actual DeLorean does as well. The back of it with the same wheels, the wheels looking very similar as well, so I'll show you them as well, but they did a great job with this. And here is a look at the side of the real life DeLorean, and it looks very, very similar, obviously excluding the back, which is what is different, and no wires, but the wheels look exactly the same to the Lego DeLorean. It is very cool how they've done that with the wheels. The wheels look exactly the same. Obviously we have the nice door. It just doesn't have the DMC logo on the side, but it still has that black strip down there, if you can see. But the back of it looking really similar with the window thing, but on the Lego piece it just doesn't have the window because it has all the electronical stuff. And obviously we can open the car door like this, and it has the butterfly wing doors, which is absolutely incredible. Here's a look at the interior of the Lego DeLorean, and it looks very, very cool inside. Obviously it won't have that dashboard because that's all Back to the Future stuff, and the gear stick, it won't have the gear stick because we have converted it to electric, so yeah, it will not have the gear stick, but it does have the flux capacitor in the back there. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see it through the window. Yeah, you see the flux capacitor in the back? Let's see the real DeLorean. Steering wheel looks the same, dash looks the same. Obviously it doesn't have no gear stick or the panels there for the time and day, but we have the brand new electric gear stick, and in the back we have the flux capacitor, which is absolutely amazing. Looks so cool in the back. But the seats are the same, steering wheel's the same, dash is the same, so Lego have done a really great job at comparing these two. But overall, personally, I think the Lego team have done a great job with the Lego DeLorean. It looks very, very similar, and I hope that it will bring out a Lego DeLorean that is not Back to the Future theme, where it doesn't have all the stuff where it looks exactly like this. That would be a very cool thing for Lego to do. But yes, no, the comparison, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Very, very cool. But if it didn't have the Back to the Future stuff on, it would be a 10 out of 10. Maybe they could actually try and replicate the silver a bit better, because the silver, like the matte silver color paint, isn't as good on the Lego DeLorean, but it would be very difficult for them to do that. So we are now in the DeLorean, and we are going to take it for a spin in a second. But first I'm going to take you around the whole interior of the DeLorean. But first we're going to go to the dash. We have integrated, obviously because it's a battery powered car, we put the battery screen on it where it shows you your charge percentage and the different modes of drive. First we're in normal mode. We also have eco mode and sports mode if you want to give it that extra kick. Also we've integrated it into the old style dash of the DeLorean, which is amazing. And we have the old speedometer there, which only goes to 85 miles an hour, which is crazy, as in the film it goes to 88 miles an hour. So I don't know why they did that in the film, but it does. Also we have the flux capacitor in the back as well, which is a really cool feature, because you've always got to have the flux capacitor in the back, as in the films. But yeah, it only goes to 85 miles an hour on the dash, but 88 miles an hour in the film. But this DeLorean can go to 130 miles an hour, which will take us right back to the Stone Ages if we go that fast. So yeah, let's put it in eco mode and let's take it for a nice drive. And it's, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! It has that kick. Whoa, for a DeLorean, it's incredible. So smooth, so nice to drive, incredibly easy to drive, really nice. It could be your daily, like just drive around down to the shops, you know, really nice. 150 mile range it has, 150 mile range, which is incredible, and it charges so fast. It's got really real kick to it. Let's take it down the straight here and give it some beans. Let's give it some juice. Here we go, down the straight. Let's give it some kick. Oh, listen to that roar, it's like a spaceship. Wow. Absolutely incredible. Blows my mind away. Really does blow my mind away how fast that goes. Wow. So we are at Bicester Heritage Centre, and look what we have here. We have a drag strip right in front of our eyes. But first, before we drag it, and we're going to drag it in sports mode, I'm going to show you how to actually put it in sports mode and what we've done here with the battery power. Obviously we have to turn it to automatic. It did have a gear lever here, so we have it automatic. Obviously you have your drive, your neutral and your reverse, but then this is the knob to change it to sports mode. So we'll do that. There you go, sports mode. And we also integrated the air conditioning as well into this car, so it's really come back to the future, you know, from present to the future. So we're gonna kick it in sports mode. Let's do this. Let's see how much gear it's got. Oh my! Oh! It's like a spaceship. Oh my goodness. Are we in 1990? Are we in 1945? What's going on? I think we've gone back. Crazy. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Hit that thumbs up button if you did like this video and you want to see more cars being compared. Obviously we did the DeLorean, which is a very special car, but subscribe if you are new, and yeah, I'll see you Back to the Future.